Programme you cannot afford to miss tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, BBC One.
More trouble for Hannah now on BBC One in Neighbours.
Everybody.
And a memorial service remembers the victims of Dunblane. That's your national news, sport and weather in half an hour.
It's 6 o'clock news now on BBC Scotland on One with Anna Ford and Andrew Harvey.
And the main news again tonight. The appeal court has quashed the manslaughter conviction of a former information officer for the...
Now all Scotland's news, including a full weather forecast and Reporting Scotland.
Tonight, the shortest game in Scottish football history. It's a World Cup walkover.
Or favourite post-war poem. Enter our national poll by dialing this number, 0891 555 300. Remember to tell us the title or first line and the name of the poet.
This is BBC Scotland on One, where size matters.
Kento, Chelsea, Daniel.
And they revel in their newfound confidence. That's Big Cat Diary in half an hour.
Meeting up again after 10 years apart, two childhood sweethearts relive the old days on BBC Two in a moment. Here on BBC One now, a sneak preview of the car of the future from tomorrow's world.
Conspiracies or UFOs?
I believe that what we're looking for is in the X-Files, in the X-Files, in the X-Files.
The X-Files, tomorrow, 9:35 on BBC One.
The new school term means freedom from the next of kin, or at least that's the theory. Comedy in half an hour. To Kenya's Masai Mara once again before that on BBC Scotland on One for the latest instalment of the Big Cat Diary. And the BBC Wildlife magazine follows the life of a family of African cheetahs in the October issue, available now.
For a nation of animal lovers, vets have to train to the highest standards.
There's just so much to learn in such a short time.
Crucial decisions can mean the difference between life and death for the patient.
They said £1,000 I'll put that dog up, I'll go around with a hat.
And pass or fail for the trainee.
If we fail her, she must repeat this week.
I am going to be a vet.
Following the fortunes of the students and animals in a new series, Vet School. Monday at 8:30 on BBC One.
If I wrote a poem for National Poetry Day, I would write it on my television set with fingers wet from the bar of the Queen Vic. If I wrote a poem for National Poetry Day, I would fill it with the sound of studio laughter. This is not the 9 o'clock news after all. If I wrote a poem for National Poetry Day, I would give it the rhythm of the top 10 countdown and the anticipation of Top of the Pops. If I wrote a poem for National Poetry Day, I would cram in the drama of Match of the Day and end it with a missed penalty.
Watch out for hidden verse across BBC One programmes in the build-up to National Poetry Day.
Roaring around Britain on a motorbike and sidecar, two larger-than-life chefs begin a new series on BBC Two shortly, starting by the sea in Cornwall. Hoping for some peace and quiet here on BBC Scotland on One now, but the best laid plans.
Anderson, all talk.
Edit!
Now I'm going to be in the... Who's like really laughing at us? Fans of Nigel Lawson and Dawn French. We're pleased to know I'll be interviewing both of them.
I've got your number. Madam Basso told me.
Clive Anderson, all talk, Sunday at 10:15 on BBC One.
See, now that's not fair. You all get the joke.
Be there or be somewhere else.
When you haven't seen your first love for 50 years, where do you start?
You'll find that
But some people don't want to be found.
You tell this woman that Berton Coney died of a broken heart.
Love is never straightforward.
You can take everything seriously except me.
And we're not allowed to laugh. Just ask Beck.
Here we are, back in the same room.
But it's not the bedroom.
You're the only person I know who's completely happy with the way she is.
Track down Beck in half an hour.
Testing friendship to the limit, two more sets of neighbours redecorate each other's houses on BBC Two in a moment. Carol Smiley is the referee for Changing Rooms. Here on BBC Scotland at 1 now, the 9 o'clock news with Peter Sissons.
Politicians in Ireland, north and south, pile condemnation on the IRA and urge the Protestant paramilitary...
Promising players, the finest talent in the land. Kathy MacDonald presents Mod 96. Next Tuesday to Friday evenings, BBC Scotland on 2.
Painful memories and repressed feelings now on BBC One. Violent start for Beck.
Scotland on 2.
Now on BBC Scotland on 1, World Cup sports scene with Dougie Donnelly.